Hey, over on Facebook Live. Thank you guys for catching me. How are you guys doing? Those who are catching this on the replay, don't forget bit.ly/love my voice, coupon code speak up to get your free copy of my second book. Hey, Scott, how are you doing? So here we are for day 3, episode 3 of I can't even talk. Oh, hey, Antoinette. Hey, Elder Carmen. Here we are for episode 3 of Speak Easy. I couldn't get it out, y'all. I'm excited to talk about this. So, those who are joining me for the first time, hey, Chris. Those who are joining me for the first time, my name is Altovise. I am a motivational speaker. I am a certified life coach. And I am an Amazon best-selling author. Those of you who follow me, you know that I just published yet another book, number 5, on Amazon yesterday. Right? I just published number 5 on Amazon yesterday. It was a book collaboration. I'm super excited about that. And so, yeah, right? We working on this. Scott, have you gone live yet? We're going to work on getting you up, your hearts up. And so, I just finished doing a short little, a short interview telesummit with Coach, in preparation for some live events that are coming up. And I chose today to talk about, I chose today to talk about, is it fear or pride that's really holding you back? Okay. We're going to get on it, Scott. Is it fear or pride that's really holding you back? Because that was one of the questions that came up. And you know that here on Speak Easy, it's all about what? Showing you guys the behind the scenes when it comes to doing what I do, with moving towards doing a live event, doing a telesummit, any of those things. And so I was going to talk about the telesummit, as far as doing telesummits and how it can broaden your horizons. It can broaden your reach. Thank you for those who have shared out the broadcast. Thank you for the hearts and reactions. Hey, Sidell. Hey, Dr. Clay. And so, no. I'm going to tell you, because it came up while we were on the telesummit. And I said, a lot of us say that it's fear. A lot of us say that we won't start. We won't get into the class. We won't ask for help because it's fear. But is it really fear or is it pride? Because see, for some of y'all, it's not fear, it's pride. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Alyssa. For some of y'all, it's not fear that's holding you back. It's really pride, because you think that you can't ask for help. You're too scared to ask for help because of what people may think. See, that's not fear, that's pride. And guess what? As a speaker, especially starting out, humility is necessary. Right? Antoinette said, don't do it. Don't spank me today. In the beginning, at all times, humility is necessary. You always got to be humble, because you never know who you're going to get in contact with. You never know what the next door is going to open. But the reality of it is if you allow your pride to lead you, you won't get anywhere. That's just like you have those that get into a certain position and then they get puffed up, right? Hey, Tierra, they get into a certain position and then they get kind of puffed up because, now they got the big head because there's people coming and following them and people are supporting them. And why? Thank you for sharing, Deidre. Why? See, for some, y'all know me. If y'all have met me in person, I'm the same in person as I am online. And we talked about that a little bit yesterday listen, even when you send out your emails, if you missed it, I did part 2 last night of Pitch Perfect. That's still on Facebook right now. But even with your emails, you're trying to sound like somebody else, and then you sound completely different when you're in front of the person. Like, why? Just be you. Hey, Robert, just be you. Understand that people want to invest and buy you. They don't want a copycat. They don't want all of that. They don't. Because they can honestly go and get it somewhere else. So why pay you to do it Why pay you to sound like Les Brown if they can get Les Brown? Right? So that pride will keep us stuck because we think we have to live up to some type of level. Exactly. Exactly. We feel as though we have to live up to some sort of type of level. We got to be at some extreme. We got to be able to speak for hours, and we got to be able to do X, Y, and Z. No, that's not what it is. Be you. Understand being humble is a very big part of the program. I'm humble when I meet you guys in person because guess what? You didn't have to buy a ticket. You didn't have to get on a flight. You didn't have to drive the distance you drove. You didn't have to do any of that. But the fact that you did, I support it. I love it. I appreciate it. And that keeps me humble. People don't have to spend money with you. And I think that, it's two parts of that pride. It's the pride part of you that won't ask for help. It's the pride part of you that thinks you're higher than you are. Listen. Slow that down. Bring it back. Because even at a $10,000 an event level, there still has to be humility. You still got to have some humility. You still got to be able to say if you did something wrong, be able to apologize and say, I messed up. That part, you still got to be able to do that. And so don't allow that pride, because see, what it'll do is pride, either way, no matter if it's pride and you won't ask for help, or if it's pride and you think higher of yourself than you ought, pride will always come and knock your legs from underneath you at some point. There will come some point where pride will knock you off of your high horse. There will come some time where pride will knock you on your back. Simply because there's a lesson to be learned. Right, Antoinette? She said, yes, Lord. There's a lesson to be learned. Guess what? We're not perfect. Nobody is. So you don't have to seem like you're perfect for people to want to invest in you. We're not perfect. Nobody is. Nobody. So you got to really take a look at it. And, we say, it was funny because I was talking and I said, Coach, I think it goes even. I said, some people say they're scared to start their business. They're scared to go to the next level. They're scared to ask people to sign up for their programs and services. They're scared to do this. They're scared. So when I think about my perspective, they're scared to stand on the stage. They're scared to ask somebody to pay them to be a speaker. They're scared to say, I want to have a table at your event. They're scared to say all of these things. No. At some point, it's no longer fear. That's pride that's holding you back. That's pride that's making you think, if I ask them something, I'm going to seem like I'm begging. No, you're going to seem like an entrepreneur. I keep telling you guys, this whole journey, I want you to get it stuck in your head. Guess what? If you are a speaker, you are an entrepreneur. If you are an author, you are an entrepreneur. And if I don't beat nothing else in your head by the end of this month, you will understand. By the last episode for this month, you will understand that you are an entrepreneur. Asking is a part of the program. It's a part of the business. You don't, Comcast don't cringe. Hey, from France, Comcast is not cringing when they ask you to pay your bill. They're not. They're not cringing on that part. Hey, Kimball. Hey, sis. They're not cringing on that part. When it's time to pay rent, they're not cringing on that part. When it's time to pay the mortgage, they're not cringing to ask you for that. Why? Because it's a business. Hey, sis. Why? Because it's a business. When will you stop thinking of yourself as just a hobbyist? When will you start thinking of yourself as a business? That part. Hey, Tyranny, how are you doing, sis? That part. Exactly. You said doing it with a smile. That's right. I'm going to ask. I'm going to tell you what I have to offer. If you don't sign up, that's okay. That's true. It's not only that, but see, some of us have gotten to the point where that fear, it's not fear no more. Guess what? It's not fear anymore. It's just pride. Sorry, not sorry. So for those who are catching me for the first time, my name is Altovise Pelzer. So Miss Corinne, I am Altovise Pelzer. I am the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach. And I am coming to you live for episode 3, guys, of Speak Easy, where I am showing you the behind the scenes of motivational speaking. And so, listen, I said that I was going to come every afternoon. I just got off of a telesummit with Coach, or a little interview with Coach. So that was why I was running late today, but I'm excited. Exactly, right? Bricks early in the afternoon. I was excited because I said, originally I was going to talk about telesummits. So I guess I'll talk about telesummits tomorrow. But during the telesummit that I was doing today with Coach, it came up and I said, for some people it's fear. Some people it's going a little deeper. And Coach said, and when I say Coach, for those who do not know, it's Coach Danielle Winningham. She is a master business coach, the #1 quick coach in America. That is who she is. But literally, I said, no, it goes deeper than fear. And she said, is there anything deeper than fear? And I said, it's pride. It's pride to say that you want to be a motivational speaker, you want to be a paid speaker, but you won't ask for help even though it's right in front of you. That's pride. That's not fear. That's not. It's the truth. Hey, Jacqueline, that's not pride. That's not fear. That's pride. It is. When you have the resources in front of you, when you have the people that can help you. Hello, Dr. Glenda. Hey, Cassandra. See, and there it is. You always get that but. People always putting their butt in the situation, putting their butt in the complications and the equations of life. They always adding their butt to it. So it's that but. No. We are taking responsibility for what it is that we are doing. It's that but. No. We are taking responsibility. I know that there are opportunities that I have missed. Right? There are opportunities. Oh, it's because I was talking about pride and fear, and I hashtag pride. So it was the rainbow hearts. So I know that I had to take responsibility for the opportunities that I missed. So for instance, I know that there were speaking events that I did where they didn't have my picture for the flyer. And it was because I didn't know how to say to them, I don't have a professional picture for you to use. At the time when I just started, I didn't have a professional picture. I didn't. And some of you that's starting, that's the thing that you're saying is holding you back. You don't have a photo shoot done. Okay. You don't have a white wall in your house. You don't have a teenager that can take a picture. They can take selfies for days. Oh, they can take the perfect picture. You don't have to have something professionally done if you're not in a position to get it professionally done. That's pride. That's no longer fear. That's pride. So we got to remember, guess what? Am I working in fear or am I working in pride? Fear. Okay, we got to get to the bottom of that. What is it that I'm really fearful? And when we think about fear as a speaker, can I tell you the #1 fear of people across the world is the fear of public speaking. People fear public speaking more than they fear death. Exactly. People fear public speaking more than they fear death. It's the truth. I promise you it's the truth. They fear, imagine that. You fear standing in front of people and talking more than you fear death. And y'all know people fear death because they come up with all types of stuff in their head. So I understand that there's a fear that comes along with it. But if it's just that you didn't turn something in because you're like, oh, well, I was scared to say such and such. No, that's not fear. That's not being scared. That's pride. I didn't know how to tell them that, I don't know how to write out what I really want to speak, or I've never done a telesummit before, so I don't really know how to work the camera. No, that's pride, because you can ask a question and have an answer and fix that situation. See, a fear goes a little deeper. Pride is just you not wanting to step out and ask for the help. That's it. Deidre said it. Hey, Dennis. Deidre said it. Are you working in pride or fear? That's it. And so I really have to get, I wanted to come to you guys and ask you that question. Are you working in pride or fear? Hey, Mercy. Are you working in pride or fear? Literally. We got to let go of pride, because guess what? Pride will keep you stuck. And you'll look around and other people will be going past you because you don't want to ask for help. Hey, Mercy. You don't want to ask for help. So instead of you just asking for help, you'll sit where you are. That's it. Pride will kill you. And yeah. So y'all know the song. Look, I ain't too proud to beg, y'all. Listen, they wasn't talking about what we was talking about, but you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. Exactly. Said it was a killer of dreams. Yes, it is a killer of dreams. You get the gist of it, though. That's the song. I ain't too proud to beg. So you'll beg for money to go to a movie. You'll beg and ask for things so you can have a presentation before people. But we won't ask for the things that we need in order to get to the next level. We'll have the resources right in front of us and won't say a word. That part. We got to stop self-sabotaging ourselves. Yes, I said self-sabotaging. We got to stop that. If that means that we need to go ahead and pay for a class, if that means that we need to go ahead and sit underneath a teaching, then that's what we need to do. So for instance, my coach is literally doing a 7-city tour. Now listen, this is the thing. This is what I'm talking about. This is the difference between pride and fear. Fear says, I'm fearful of meeting new people, so I won't go to the city that she's coming to. I won't pay the $29, mind you, to go to the city that she's going to be at. That's fear. So I'll just go ahead and I will watch her live stream it. I'll pay the $29 and watch her live stream it. That's fear. I can understand that, because guess what? Before I went to Vegas, you wouldn't have saw me traveling and doing this event and doing that event and going to this one and going. You wouldn't have saw all that. So I get that. That's a process that you have to go through in getting out of that. bit.ly/today's voice. That's the class you need. I'm just going to tell you right now. bit.ly/today's voice. But for those of you who it's not fear, it's something else. It's the pride. The fact that you say that I'm not going to pay $29 for a live streaming ticket or for a live ticket. And then on top of it, and I thought, you know I can, sis. I thought Coach was losing it. I promise y'all I did. Because when she put it in there, hey, Frazier, when she put it in there that it was $29, that's for the live ticket. And even if you get a live ticket, you still get the live stream for the rest of the cities? Coach, I need you to take a nap. What? Are Are you, and you're telling me that you won't pay $29. You're telling me that you won't pay $29 for something that can move you into your next level. And somebody may say, oh, I don't have the $29. So you won't ask for $29 in order to get into this live streaming of this event or to go and see it live. bit.ly/quit tour tickets. $29, y'all. That's a pride issue. That's not fear. That's pride. That would mean that you would have to not drink coffee for a couple days. So you'd rather take coffee over that. That's pride. Oh, you gonna be an ATL? Go ahead, Antoinette. I know that's right. I had thought about going to the ATL location. I was like, or the South Carolina one. I was like, I don't know. I'm already doing 3. I'll be in New York, I'll be in Philadelphia, and I will be in Maryland. And that's bit.ly/quit tour tickets to get your ticket. And like I said, $29. So is it fear or is it pride that's holding you back? So the fact that you say that you have a topic you want to talk about or that you've always wanted to write this book, is it fear or pride holding you back? Don't worry, I'll wait. Dramatic pause. If you're telling me that you want to take your business to the next level, is it fear or is it pride that's holding you back? You really need to sit down and have an honest conversation with yourself. What's holding me back? Hey, churchy girl, how are you doing today? What's really holding me back? It's not always fear. And knowing that we've had so much, I mean, we have access to so much information. So much information. Free information, paid information, training courses, everything. So much information. So what's really holding you back? That's my question to you. You say that, you're supposed to be talking to married couples. Oh, you're supposed to be talking to the youth. You're supposed to be talking at schools. You're supposed to be talking at churches around the world. So what's stopping you? What's stopping you? What do you need to do to get out of that? bit.ly/today's voice. Listen, and Fraser made a good point. He said, sometimes it's money. That's true. But that means that you need to be able to make the money that you need. So then it still hunkers down to, is it fear of making more money so you can get it done? Or is it pride saying that you won't ask anybody for money, that you won't go and say, hey, I need to make cakes. Can you buy a cake from me so I can raise the money? Are you really putting in the effort in order to make this a success? And, I think back, and I know Coach talks about it all the time, but there were, family members, they would have a cookout. They would have a rent party. I'm telling my age. Ooh. They would have a red light party to pay for the rent. They would. They would have a end of the year party for the kids and charge the kids $2. Go buy some pizzas and some sodas and some snacks or something and make the money for the rent. They would have that. They would. Other people don't. They don't get that. Because they think that they have to, they have to be at some, they have to, oh no, that's beneath me. No, that's pride. It's rent parties, listen. Yes, I just told my whole age. Don't y'all judge me. This is a non-judgment scope. It's a non-judgment scope, a non-judgment show. Yes. How many of you are willing to throw a rent party How many of you are willing to throw a $2 party in order to take care of what you need to take care of, in order for you to gain the money, in order to get into a class that you need? How many of you are really willing to put in the work? Thank you for sharing, Mercy. There's work that needs to be done. It's not all about the glitter and the glitz. It's not all about the glam. It's not all about, oh, well, I'm going to be a speaker and people are going to want to pay me. Okay, what are you going to put in? How are you going to make the money until you get to that point? Because there's work that needs to be done. So in the beginning, you may not have it all together. So are you willing to put in the work so you can publish a book to get money in order to take a class? Because that's your intellectual property. You should be able to make a book in a weekend. Have it done by the end of the month. That's pride that's holding you back. Are you willing to go cook a couple dinners? So that way you can say, all right, I need to get into this class. So the Define Your Voice class is $500. I need to do something to make $500. What can I do? So you start looking around the house. Who can I help? So if I go and I do laundry for somebody and I charge them what? $25. $25. I know that's right. I charge them $25 and I do laundry for 8 people. That's $200 right there. So now I just got another $300 to do. But pride will say, I'm not asking people, can I do their laundry? Hey sis, how are you doing today? Pride will say, I'm not asking anybody, can I do their laundry? I'm not asking people, can I wash their cars? That's pride. Yes, you are. Go ahead. So I have 2 different people that you can connect with. One is Vanessa Collins. She's here on Periscope. And the other one is Julia Royston. She's here on Periscope as well. So it's Vanessa Collins or Julia Royston. Royston. But you got to think, okay, what am I going to do? With all the stuff that I was going through, I went and I was working extra hours at a job I did not like in order to make extra money to get the book published. And that was in the midst of me also moving. And you guys know at the beginning of last year, I was homeless. So we move in, we trying to find a place, we move into the place. That's a lot. So I still had to have extra money because I still had to pay for my classes that I was taking in order for me to get to this position. I had to go ahead and pay for my class for me to be a certified life coach. I had to pay for, the stuff wasn't free. I wasn't taking classes for free. I had to pay for the classes that I was a part of. And so that meant that I really needed to buckle down and say, what am I going to do to make this a priority? Does that mean that I can't go to KFC or Popeyes? Okay, well then I can't go to KFC or Popeyes. Does that mean I can't go to Subway and get one of my favorite cookies? My white chip macadamia nut cookie? Then that's what that means. Can I be honest? Can I give y'all an honesty moment? Tell me yes in the comments if I can give you a real quick honesty moment. Cause y'all now I know this gonna hurt a few people. This gonna hurt a few people. I'm just saying. Some of you order out at lunch, at work, to keep up with the Joneses. To keep up the facade of you having the money to order out at lunch. Helmet on, right? Some of y'all are spending money simply to keep up with the Joneses. To put up the facade that you're at where they're at, that you're not struggling, that you're not going through. At home, y'all eating peanut butter and jelly, but at lunch, You going and ordering what? Steak? You ordering shrimp for lunch? Some of y'all priorities are backwards. That part. Some of y'all priorities are quite show enough backwards. That's not to say that they can't be turned around, but some of y'all priorities are backwards. Hey, Auntie. So thank you again for everybody who shared it over on Facebook. Thank you for those who are sharing. I've done the same thing. I know. Right, Robert? He said a saga backwards. He said on your assets backwards. Yes. It's backwards though. And thank you so much for everybody who has shared over on Periscope as well. Thank you so much for the hearts and the reactions this afternoon. I was going to say this morning. This afternoon. That's what it's about, though. We have to get back to that part, to understanding, okay, asking ourselves that real question. Is it pride or is it fear that we're really fighting up against? Is it pride? Am I trying to hold up a facade for other people? And I don't want to tell them that I'm paying somebody I never met. Because, see, that's the other part of your pride, is that I don't want to tell somebody that I'm paying somebody I've never met in person, that I've only met them online, but I'm paying them to take a class. Even though the class will get you out of your comfort zone, even though the class will take you to the next level, even though the class will get you focused, but you don't want to tell people that. Exactly. We got to get real with ourselves. What are we really doing? What are we really trying to accomplish? That part. So is it fear or is it pride? I've done it. Is it fear or is it pride? Because pride will keep you stuck. Fear will keep you stuck. But fear, you can work on some things and get that turned around quick. Pride is a whole nother something. bit.ly/today's voice. That's right. Make the investment in yourself. I believe you me. I done invested in stuff, and I understand because I've invested in stuff, and it didn't go the way that I thought it had done. Was supposed to have done when I invested in it. It didn't go that way. It wasn't a good experience. Thank you for sharing, Lewis. It wasn't a good experience. Okay, I learned something from the experience. I've gained access to people, information. Okay, I gained something. You always learn something. So that may be fear that's keeping you back from signing up for that class. That's fear keeping you back from saying, I really do need this. That part. We got some things to do. So are we going to continue to allow fear or allow pride to keep us from our next level? Will we continue to allow fear and to allow pride to keep us from our next level? Not I, said the brown cow. Not I, said the brown cow. I chose to say, okay, I'm not going to allow fear or pride to hold me back. That means I got work to do. Got work to do. That means you have work to do. So I want to say thank you again to everybody who has joined in. Don't forget that you can get a copy of my second book, B-I-T, exactly, bit.ly/love my voice, coupon code SPEAK UP to get a free copy of my second book, Define Your Voice. Also, if you're interested in getting in the class, the Define Your Voice class, it is $500 for a 10-week course. bit.ly/today's voice. First and foremost, there are only 25 slots for the course. I don't do big classes. So There's 25 slots. I'll let you know if any of those slots, if somebody puts their down payment down or if somebody pays for the class, I will let you know as those slots are no longer available. I know there's a few people that have already reached out to me. So there may already be a few seats already taken. So I'll let you guys know when I come back this evening to do part 3 of Pitch Perfect. Oh my goodness, if you've missed part 1 and part 2 of Pitch Perfect, that was funny. Part 2 is still on my Facebook class. Oh, for the Reactivate Toolkit call? Yeah, that's Saturday. That's tomorrow morning. It is Friday, right? Yeah, that's tomorrow morning. That entrepreneur life. It is Friday. Yeah, bit.ly/reactivate me. So someone on Periscope just asked me about my weekly accountability call, and it is $25 a month for this weekly accountability call. You guys have things in the group, ways for you to get interviews, information. Also, you get to network and things in the group and really connect. So bit.ly/reactivate me. There are often times that we just need, that we have the resources. Again, I already said it. Some of us will have the resources right in front of us and will not use the resources that we have. So sometimes you just need, exactly, right? Sometimes you just need that push, and that is what the Reactivate Toolkit call is all about. They have come in, they have published books, they have come in, they have really pushed themselves and moved to that next level. And so in doing all of that for $25 a month, yeah, you can't beat that. And then some of them go on to other classes with me or other classes with other people to take it to the next level, to even a higher heights, which I am very, very, very proud of them, that they are doing some amazing things. But what will you do? What will you do? Hey, CJ, how are you doing today? What will you do? What's on your agenda? Fear or pride, guys? We can't have it no more. We can't have it anymore, guys. Hey, sis. Because we have some things to do. And there's somebody waiting for us to be that speaker at the next event. There's somebody waiting for us to be that author at the next event. There's somebody waiting on us. And if we never step out of our comfort zone, I have people who refer me to people all the time for interviews. They refer me to people for information, for all types of things. Refer me to people for my classes all the time. If we never get out of that headspace of fear and pride, people won't know that you exist in order to send people your way. They won't know what you have to offer in order to send people your way. That part. Hey, Fred. So that part. So I am looking forward to the tour, bit.ly/quit tour tickets, Philadelphia. I am coming on the 18th. The 20th, New York, I will be in the building. On the 20th. And I look forward to seeing those in Baltimore on the 22nd. I also have an interview on the 23rd and then the Ayalas on the 24th. Yes! We got some things to do, you guys. So I love you guys. That concludes episode 3. And I look forward to talking to you guys. I'm thinking, should I do Speakeasy only during the week or should I do it all week long? Do it on the weekends as well? I'm thinking only during the week. Yeah. I'm thinking only during the week. Oh, you are so welcome. Yeah, I'm thinking Speakeasy we'll do during the week. I won't hold y'all on the weekends. I won't hold y'all hostage on the weekends. It's a lot already going on the weekends. So I love you guys. See you guys over on Facebook. Thank you so much for sharing out the broadcast. I look forward to talking to you guys later. Don't forget to press it out. And my Perry fam, you guys know that I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for always following and sharing and being so supportive. It definitely is appreciative. I love you guys. Have a great evening.